Good evening. I'm Emory Evans, and our sports ticker is brought to you by the experienced advisors at Stonebridge Wealth Systems. Nebraska soccer opens 2026 with an exhibition versus Colorado State on Wednesday, August 5th at 1 p.m. They kick off the regular season at Louisville on Wednesday, August 12th at 6:30 p.m. Nebraska Bowling has released its 2026-27 schedule. The Huskers open October 16th at the Chelsea Gilliam Classic in Youngstown, Ohio, where they won it all last year. 9 regular season tournaments lead into a home postseason as Nebraska hosts the Conference USA Championship in Lincoln March 17th through the 21st, before wrapping up at the NCAA Championships in Pittsburgh in April. The preseason college football coaches poll has been released. Ohio State takes the preseason #1 spot, with Oregon, Georgia, Texas, and Notre Dame rounding out the top 5. The Big Ten placed 8 teams in the preseason top 25. Indiana, USC, Michigan, Penn State, Washington, and Iowa all join Ohio State and Oregon in the rankings. Our sports ticker is brought to you by Stonebridge Wealth Systems, navigating you to and through the retirement of your dreams. Local advisors, a disciplined process, the retirement compass. Visit StonebridgeIWM.com. Hour 1 of Sports Nightly is up next, right here on the Huskers Radio Network.
Coming to you live from Memorial Stadium, it's Sports Nightly. All the Huskers, all the time. Sports Nightly is presented by McKinnis Roofing and Sheet Metal, helping homeowners and businesses protect what matters most for over 45 years.
Back right swing by Kennedy Martin, dug by Bergen. She can do it all. 23-13 Huskers right side swing. Virginia Adriano. Kaboom! Putting dents in the rec hall deck. It's 24-13.
Prince will come out and take it with 14 seconds to go. Huskers trailing by 2. Prince against Sellers, who has 4 fouls. He'll take a 3. Betcha! A CBA 3 for Britt to give Nebraska the lead. I said you want Prince taking the shot, and she did it. She's got 22, and the Huskers have the lead in Seattle.
Nebraska 9, Oklahoma State 1, bottom of the 5th. Runner at first, 2 outs. Jordy Fromm with a 1-2. Godwin swings, and they appeal to first. They rule. She went around. Strike 3, and Nebraska is going to the Women's College World Series in 2026.
Now, here are your hosts, Jessica Coody and Kyle Crooks, on the Huskers Radio Network.
And welcome into the show. Full 2 hours headed your way here on Sports Nightly. Kyle, it is Fall Camp Eve. Are you able to sleep tonight?
And throughout the house,
Give us a
creature
poem.
is stirring. Footballs are being snapped. I know that doesn't rhyme, but excited, ready to go. It was a little taste of it today because you had the players, media availability with a lot of the players. A handful of them went to the podium, but most of it they had side podiums in the Hawks Championship Center. And it's time. Got a chance to talk to a few guys. We'll hear those conversations. One of them today, one tomorrow. But they're fired up. They're eager to get going because I think they get sick of, all the outside noise and things that you can't really control. They just want to block it out, play football, and they'll be in the dorms this week, so they're shielded by a lot of it. It's just ball.
I by no means am complaining when I say this, but it does not feel like fall camp weather out there today.
No, it feels like fall. It feels like the season's already been
chilly.
here. I think tomorrow's supposed to be similar. I think it's supposed to rain a little bit tomorrow. I think the guys, though, would like that because I remember last year when fall camp started, it was like 95 degrees.
The players might like it, but the coaches would prefer that heat.
Yeah, you want to see these guys struggle a little bit and go through it. Tomorrow's supposed to be 77 degrees. You're talking low 80s on Thursday. The heat doesn't really come back until the weekend, and then next week it's in the 80s. It'll be a little bit more humid, but the first day of fall camp, I mean, it's not even going to reach 80 degrees.
Listen, I'm before we talk too much about that, how about Camden Cohn's putting his jacket on? He's
He's going to eat.
You're going to let the interns fly tonight by themselves?
So this is
He's
we have 3 interns here
he's
today.
officially on staff. He's a full-timer, and he's going to let the interns fly.
We actually let him out of this.
Okay, he's going to see if we can stay on the air without him.
We let him out of the studio now that he's full-time. He gets to leave and go eat.
He gets to actually be a person now.
Yes.
I think we're in the very capable hands, though. But so this isn't the ticker. Emory had this, but the top 25 preseason coaches poll is out, and Would you, believe it or not, I know you're shocked about this, but there's a lot of a firestorm on social media being said about the Big Ten, SEC, and all that. But it's just the preseason polls. But it pretty interesting. I don't think too shocking, right? The only thing that kind of shocks me is Texas Tech. Just with not knowing what that quarterback situation looks like.
Yeah. Again, this is all preseason perception. I think there's been multiple coaches that have come out on media days that say, why, I understand why we do it for television purposes, but why in the world do we do a preseason poll when we have somewhat of an idea, okay, of what the rosters are, but we don't know how teams are going to play? I think, a lot of people feel like polls shouldn't really start until a handful of weeks into the season when you start to realize who these teams are. But the thought, and because it falls a lot, preseason polls, it falls a lot on perception, on what you think a team's going to be, on what you think a league is going to be. And we know the SEC always has a lot of preseason hype about how many top 25 teams they have. And a lot of it starts in this preseason poll, right? Because just based on perception over time, Emory had mentioned Ohio State's 1, Oregon's 2. So you have the top 2 teams in the Big Ten are 1 and 2 in this poll. This is the coaches poll that came out today. The AP poll has not come out yet. And this is the USA Today coaches poll. So in the top 10, you have 3, which the big 3, Ohio State, Oregon, and Indiana's all the way down at 6. So you have 3 in the top 10 that are Big Ten. In total, you have USC's at 14 as well. You have Michigan at 16, Penn State at 17, Washington at 19, Iowa at 22. So when you look at it right now, but do we really know what Penn State's going to be at 17?
No, that's another one. That's another
one. It's a
brand
brand new team. Brand new coaching staff.
Brand new coaching. I know that Iowa State
Michigan,
has been good,
coach.
and they brought a lot of those players from Iowa State. But how does that translate? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a little bit. And then I'm maybe a little bit surprised that with the love that USC is getting, that they're lower than that. They're at 14. I thought maybe they'd be a little higher.
You think they'd be a little like closer to 1? You mean like higher, closer to top 10, or back more?
I thought they'd be higher in the top, closer to the top 10. I don't know why Texas Tech is ahead of USC.
Yeah, I would agree with that. USC, the numbers they have, especially getting their quarterback back, another year of Lincoln Riley with the same quarterback. They were an explosive offense. I think they lost some targets on the outside. They have a lot of athletes on defense. I mean, the transfer guys they brought in, the recruiting classes that they've stacked up, you would imagine that they have elite talent. Yeah, I mean, the hit that Texas Tech, they probably, though, with Sorsby, are a top 10 team. They're probably more towards 7 or 8.
Again, none of it matters.
No, it's just it's good for fodder getting in fall.
And it gives us another something to talk about while we wait for games. But it was interesting because Peter Burns, who works for ESPN, and I can't even believe I'm giving this even any attention because it's probably exactly what he wanted. But he works for ESPN. He's supposedly a reputable
he's an SEC
broadcaster
network
and journalist, and he quote tweets the top 25 and says 9 SEC schools play at least 5 of the top 25 teams in the coaches poll. Not a single Big Ten team plays 5. Efficient work. And that was totally, absolutely wrong. There's multiple teams that play 6 and 5 teams in the top 25.
Yeah.
Why would you even do that?
Ohio State plays 6.
Nebraska plays
Oregon,
5.
Texas, Indiana, USC, Michigan, Iowa, Nebraska, they all play 5, I believe.
Yes.
So now I think part of it is there's the because he's done this specific guy has done this before. It's like he understands what he's doing.
Oh.
Like there's a method to the madness. He's an SEC network host and he does this every year.
It's wrong.
I think Damon even tweeted underneath it. He's big on why I think he's along the same train of thought. Why do we do preseason polls? Because it's just based on perception. And we always say the SEC gets the benefit of the doubt in a lot of these because they have the ESPN engine behind them. And that usually becomes true when you look at preseason polls. So it's like the chicken or the egg. You have the preseason poll and then strength of schedule. We always talk about strength of schedule that gets developed because of these preseason polls that are created by the ESPNs of the world, who try to help their own product because that is the conference that they have under the TV rights to. But last year, you look at the AP top 25, Penn State was number 2, Clemson was number 4. I'm trying to look through. LSU was number 9. The Gators were 15. They had a bad year last year. Again, this is all based on projection of what Indiana was 20. Texas Tech was 23. They were a playoff team. So, the AP preseason top 25 poll last year, and you see how things actually turn out. That's why it's all part of the game that we play in the year-round sports talk cycle, but none of this in the end means literally anything.
No, it doesn't. But
outside of, for certain teams, it is a good starting point. It's a good nugget in game notes to say, hey, we were a preseason top 5 team. That's a way for programs in recruiting to thump their chests, saying we were, come and be a part of a preseason top 5 program. It also, again, helps early in the season with strength of schedule and things like that, because if you're top, you get the benefit of the doubt being a top 25 team and all those things. But a few weeks into the season, you're going to see a lot of these teams get knocked off and have to climb back up.
One of the things, and you've been high on Washington too, it seems like that team's starting to pick up a little bit of them getting some preseason love.
Yeah, I mean, getting their quarter, who knows how that dynamic's going to work, right? Damon Williams, he leaves where he tried to leave and then got sued by his school to come back for all the NIL money. I mean, he was signed to a $4 million NIL contract, and then he comes back to a locker room that he tried to walk away from. How does that whole deal work? I think Jed Fish is a really good coach, calls the plays there. They have a second-year coordinator who was a former head coach, and Ryan Walters. They have most of their offensive line back this year. I just wonder how Damon Williams, what kind of step does he take forward this year? And, of course, he'll come here to Memorial Stadium on Halloween and how he deals with that environment. But they're always going to have athletes on both sides of the ball at Washington. Last year, they were a top 25 defense.
Just interesting. I know it doesn't mean anything, but we'll see how these teams look come start of the season and then a few weeks into it. And
you know what I'm excited about, Jess, is talking about, like, hey, LSU plays Ole Miss, and some of these games, LSU plays Clemson in week 1, and we don't have to talk about government intervention and bills and things like that. We get to do our picks soon.
Yes.
We actually pick games.
Which, speaking of, we will have the big dog, Jeremiah Searles, on. I had a chance to chat with him, lengthy chat, heading into the fall camp, pick his brain on the offensive line, all that good stuff. So we'll play a portion of that conversation here coming up in just a few minutes. But, and it seems like, again, we talked a little bit about it last night, that Protect College Sports Act still is currently trying to make its way through the Senate, but it's still, I think, a long shot to get it passed over the weekend. But we will see. Again, it's kind of I guess the text is out, how they rephrase some of the things that they were working on to finalize the phrasing in certain areas that there were some issues with. So that's officially out. Ross Dellinger has put that out. But it still has not even gone through all the official processes to actually be voted on.
To me, it's a snooze fest. Wake me up when this thing
I know, but
through.
It's one of those things where now the eligibility of the 5-and-5 for some of those basketball players kind of, maybe weighs in on this, and is kind of contingent upon if this goes through. So, yes, it is. I'm sick of talking about it too.
By the way,
it's still not done yet.
I got breaking news.
Okay, what?
Breaking news. CSD. I got breaking news.
Is somebody playing a game over there?
CSD. Oh. I got breaking news. Adam Schefter has reported Cardinals rookie quarterback Carson Beck will start Thursday's Hall of Fame game per head coach. Yes. So in case you were wondering, do we have a breaking news sounder, Duke, over there? No, we got to work on that.
Man, and I forgot the trivia buttons again, Chris. And they're in my Amazon cart.
I guess we can't do trivia today.
We will
Maybe next
trivia.
week.
We have a couple more weeks left of our fun segments, summer segments. So, The Akrs Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Akrs, where it's mower season. Get 0% financing, professional setup, and local support you can't get at the big box store, only at Akrs, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer. 402-413-2400 is that number. Hey, let's open up the phone lines. Phone lines are open.
Do we
Give
dare?
us a call.
Nobody wants to talk
Actually,
to me.
if we think the interns can handle it.
We got 17 of them. Somebody should be able to answer
Give
the
us
phones.
a call. Give us a text on our Woodhouse Sports Nightly hotline. We're going to take a break. Coming up next, we're going to hear from Jamir Conn. Keep it here on Sports Nightly.
McKinnis Roofing and Sheet Metal, Nebraska and Iowa's go-to choice since 1981. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, sheet metal, or repairs. Their team delivers quality you can rely on. For commercial or residential projects, trust McKinnis Roofing and Sheet Metal. Visit McKinnisInc.com. McKinnis Roofing and Sheet Metal, Nebraska and Iowa's go-to choice since 1981. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, sheet metal, or repairs. Their team delivers quality you can rely on. For commercial or residential projects, trust McKinnis Roofing and Sheet Metal. Visit McKinnisInc.com.
The next generation of Huskers starts now. Join the official kids club of Nebraska Athletics today to score access to select home games, a discount at the team store, and endless Husker spirit. Get the most of your membership by registering early. Go to huskers.com/kids club to get your membership today. Again, huskers.com/kids club. Go Big Red.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the official foundation company of the Huskers. Schedule a free inspection. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
You show up for every Husker game because it's about more than football. It's about celebrating that Nebraska grit that's in our DNA. That same drive pushes you to get stronger, move more, and take care of yourself. To show up for the people and moments that matter most. We believe you have what it takes. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska covers preventive care with every plan. And our digital tools help you stay on track every step of the way. Blue believes in what you're made of, and Blue believes in you.
Being a Nebraska fan doesn't stop when the clock hits 0 and the game ends. It's every day, all day, home or away. With the Husker Visa debit card, free with FMBO free checking, you can be one who lives it, one who proves it. Show your pride every time you pay with the Husker Visa debit card, only at FMBO, the bank of Husker Nation. One for the loyal, one for the fans, one for you. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskers. Member FDIC.
Noddle Companies proudly supports the Huskers Radio Network. As a full-service leader in commercial real estate, we create thriving communities. Discover what's new in the Builders District in North Downtown, Noddle Hospitality's latest venture in Aksarben Village, and the contemporary living of row house townhomes on Leavenworth. We're welcoming world-class concepts from men's fashion and great eats to gorgeous homes and green spaces, all professionally managed by Noddle Services. These are the Noddle Companies, building a better Nebraska. For more information, check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Find your next vehicle at Woodhouse Buick GMC. Right now, you can save up to $13,000 off MSRP on the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500. Visit us in store or shop online at WoodhouseBuickGMC.com today. Woodhouse Buick GMC. We are professional grade. With approved credit. Must finance with dealer. Must own and trade in a 2012 or newer passenger vehicle. Tax, title, license extra. $299 doc fee due at signing. Offer applies to select stock numbers. Stock number V260747. Offer expires September 30th, 2026. See dealer for details.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1975. Shop your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse, the official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics. Welcome back to Sports Nightly with Kyle Crooks. I'm Jessica Coody. We are What's the time now? Remember what was that? Was it softball, the Women's College World Series, when I had an hour countdown?
And it was terribly wrong every time?
Yeah, I kept going up and sitting down. What's the hour time now till practice time? 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Somebody's got to have to do the math for me.
Are you reworking your entire schedule to be able to be out there the entire time?
Yes.
Yeah.
The gym is much earlier now. We're talking like 7:30 a.m., 7:30 a.m. And my body's going to take, you want to talk about the guys having to deal with, training camp? This is my training camp. It's going to be tough.
Well, think about, some of these players going into this fall camp and the conversations that are different, way different, vastly different than what they were a year ago. And Jamir Conn is one of those guys, just where he stands with his defense. He stood out immediately when Rob Orch got on the field with these guys back in December. Felt like he could be a useful piece, and he is so well liked. I mean, I know that I've talked about this, but when he was making teams on making plays on special teams last year, just how much he was celebrated on the sideline, and guys saying nobody works harder than Jamir Conn, and so he's so well respected. But he had to kind of earn his way, and it looks like now he's going to be one of those guys, and very well could be one of those single digit guys.
Yeah, he was one of those good pickups last year.
Yeah,
that you don't realize how good of a pickup he is in the time that you get him. But comes from FCS, Southern Illinois. Like you mentioned, plays a role on special teams. This year, it's going to be a much bigger role. I mean, he'll probably play a lot of safety this year. Does he play a little bit of nickel as well? Versatile piece on the back end. They expect a lot of him. Every time I ask guys, who's the most vocal? Who's the biggest leader in the spring and the summer? Even Corey Campbell. He said Jamir Conn. As soon as I mention Jamir Conn, he lights up. The strength coach is lighting up when you say a guy's name. There's no faking anything when you ask about a strength coach about a guy. Like, they know the truth about guys, and he could not have said more positive things about Jamir Conn, and that tells me that this dude's coming to play this year.
He's a guy that's, I think, very appreciative of everything that he's got here, and wants to make the most of it, no doubt about it. When we're talking about things that we'll be watching for and what we're interested to see, I know we've hit a lot on the depth at in the secondary room, but I'm fascinated to see. You just said it. I mean, he could play the nickel, maybe safety. Donovan Jones, does he move inside the nickel? I'm fascinated to see where they land on what spots these guys are going to be in the defense.
I think part of that could be decided in training camp. Rob Orch has an idea, I would guess, and where,
because it moved throughout the spring.
Yeah, and where these guys could land, and you would think that some of the things that you saw in spring could change in fall camp. All I know is, and Coach Rule has said it, I just want a guy who's the coordinator of the defense that just puts the best 11 guys on the field. I don't want to hear that we can't have this guy on the field because he's not a part of a specific package. Put the best 11 players on the field. And I think if you ask all the coaches on the defensive staff who's a part of the best 11 players, Jamir Conn is a part of that best 11. So that tells me he's going to be out there on that first snap on September 5th.
All right. Well, today, heading into training camp, a lot of the players were made available to the media, and Kyle had a chance to chat with Jamir Conn.
All right, Jamir, we're on the eve of another training camp here at the Huskers. Excited? Ready to go? What are the feelings like?
The feelings are, we're just excited to go play football again. That's what we love doing. So, yeah.
This spring, this summer, how do the guys create chemistry? There's new pieces every year. Every time I talk to somebody, they say you're one of the leaders, one of the vocal guys on the defense. How has your role maybe expanded over the last few months heading into another camp?
Really is just being able to come into that leader role where I can bring guys along with me, so we can all be great together as a team, because it doesn't matter if one guy is good or one guy is great. This is football. You need all 11 guys to do their job. So if I want to be great, I got to bring everybody else along with me so they can be great with me, so we can be a great team and get back to our national championship where we're supposed to be.
Your role on this defense, you're a versatile piece. You can do different things on the back end. How do you see yourself playing into what this looks like with Rob Orch and a new defensive scheme?
Just playing my role, playing whatever position they need me to do, and just making plays. At the end of the day, the game is about making plays and getting the ball back to my offense, getting the ball back into Anthony Calandria and TJ Latif's hands. And if we do that over and over again, we're going to be really good this year.
What'd you learn about yourself, the guys around you last year? When there's ups and downs of every season. What do you learn about yourself as a player, as a person last year's now? You could utilize some of that knowledge to this year.
What I realized was, regardless of what I go through myself or what we go through as a team, we still have to be a straight arrow. Just always continuously doing the correct things over and over again, not getting bored of them. And if you can do that and do it the correct way, we're going to be really good.
Chatting with Jamir Conn, the details part of it, because you're playing, like you started at Southern Illinois, you come up, you're playing up to Nebraska. Is that more of when you play here, you have to worry more about the details? Is it honing in on the details more? What was the biggest difference for you that you had to learn about playing at this specific level?
Honestly, it wasn't too much different, honestly. I know it's different levels, FCS and in the Big Ten and stuff, but honestly, the players are the same. The skill positions are the same. And that's what a lot of people don't really know. But the biggest difference is the O-line and D-line at those levels. That's why we have a lot of different guys come from FCS and come in and play at a school like this. But yeah, I would say it's more the details and just intricate little things, because we don't have that as many snaps as other leagues may have, as other conferences may have. We might get 60, 70 plays a game, where another league might get 100 a game on defense. So there's not as many plays out there to make. So when they come, you got to make the most of every play.
Yeah, that's a good thought. And Rob Orich, too. New voice as the defensive coordinator, new scheme. He has a lot of energy. We saw him out there in spring, but a lot of new faces on the defensive side in terms of the coaching staff. How those guys fit in with you?
They fit in great. Like a guy like Coach Orich, I love him. He has the utmost trust in me, and I have the utmost trust in him also, to get us into positions where we're going to make plays. I love that dude, man. He's instilled so much confidence in our team and our defense and different players that we all needed to just go out there and make plays. And a guy like Coach Yelk, he's amazing, man. I feel like he's helped my career already, and we haven't even started the season. Like, he's changed the trajectory of where we're going to go as a defense and where we're going to go as a team, and I can't thank him enough.
I'm glad you brought up Coach Yell, coaching the safeties. What is different about having a guy like that in the room? Has NFL experience as a coach? I mean, that's pretty big, right? Because that's what you want to do. That's the next step you want to take.
Exactly. Coach Yell has brought so much detail. He's brought so much detail, and that's what we needed. We need detail, we need discipline, and that's what wins games. If we can be detailed and disciplined on every single play of the game, we're going to be a really good team. So, yeah.
What's the feeling, the difference just in the change in scheme? You go to a 4-2-5. How different is it for you? How much of a learning curve is that?
The learning curve wasn't really based on the defense, more of the position. So when I moved from nickel to safety, it was more just open my eyes a little more, seeing the field differently, understanding what the offense is trying to do on different plays, how they're going to attack me personally in a different type of way than they were when I was at nickel. And that's changed my insight on the game and helped me grow as a player.
Final one, Jamir, but on the other side, Calandria, you referenced him earlier. What's that cat and mouse game been like when you guys have team on, you guys do team on team? What's that like?
It's really fun, actually. My guy, Ant, he's such a good player, man. I can't wait for everybody to see him, and so he can showcase his talent at this level. But, yeah, man, I love Ant. Mid-play, sometimes before the play, we'll catch each other. We'll look at each other, we catch each other's eyes. We'll see what he's trying to do. He see what I'm trying to do, and just afterwards, after practice, we always come together and talk about a couple plays or so, about how we play it or whatever. But yeah, he's great.
You ready for the 90-degree training camp practices? You ready for the next month that could be grueling? I mean, you guys go through summer workouts to get you ready for this, but this is what it's all about, right? Kind of the pain and the struggle of training camp.
Yeah, I mean, that just comes with it. I personally love fall camp because at the end of the day, we're doing what we love over and over again. So I've always loved this time of the year, man. I just love football, man. So it's gonna be great for me.
Football guy, Jamir Conn. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
Listen, not everybody loves fall camp. Jeremiah Searles, you'll hear him say, I think, unless Camden didn't include it, But when I talked to him, he said August used to be the worst month of my life.
Yeah.
And so not every football guy loves fall camp.
Every lineman, it's the worst month.
I'm not surprised Jamir Conn loves fall camp.
No, I mean,
he's a football guy.
One, he's in shape, so it makes it easier. I like we both agreed we liked the long sleeve tee he was wearing.
It's a sweatshirt. It's like a crew neck, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sweet.
But he was talking a little bit about the cat and mouse game with Calandria in the spring and how they go after it, but it's much like what we talked about. There's a mutual respect there between the defense and Calandria. They talk some trash in between the lines, but there's a real respect there. And Calandria, he's going to be that guy that a lot of people turn to, especially on the back end, some of the younger pieces in the secondary. If you go to a practice, he's going to be pointing guys in the right direction.
You know what's already in midseason form?
What's that?
My camera work.
It's really good. It looks good, too, by the way. It's a good advertisement for the iPhone. It looks clear as day.
Yeah, it looks good. Good backdrop. But if you're watching on the stream, if you're just listening,
Perfect amount of headroom.
We went out and shot the videos. I was the one that held the camera for Kyle while he was interviewing Jamir. So,
yeah, you were the real star of that one.
You know, try to wear many hats around here. Do my best. Listen, I'm a little freaked out. I can't even concentrate.
Yeah, this is very something happened
I cannot even
during the interview.
concentrate on what to do next in the show. So during that interview, I get a text message that says, "Hi, Jessica. Could you please answer 2 questions about your experience with Blaze Pizza? I have never in my life been to Blaze Pizza, but you know who just went to Blaze Pizza?
Camden Cohn.
Is Camden. How did I get a text about his dinner?
And there's no way he's using your number for his dinner. It's not like that pays for anything.
Did you steal my credit card?
But that wouldn't be linked to your number, your phone number.
Yeah, it might be if they use Apple Pay.
You don't use, oh, yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, what is Blaze Pizza? I've never been there. And Camden was like, that's just where I got dinner.
He walked in with Blaze Pizza and a drink.
And I got the text message asking about his experience. I'm like, what is going on here?
We need to see receipts.
I am really weirded out right now.
This is the ultimate conspiracy.
Somebody can explain.
Maybe it's because you've been trying to cancel a segment for the last 2 months. Maybe he's getting back at you by
No, I have not been. You're the one that's trying to cancel segments because you're not good at trivia.
Only one.
And that's the one I want to keep.
Exactly. And that's the one that's, again, conveniently happening again tonight.
Yes.
Trivia Tuesday.
Trivia Tuesday coming up.
With CSD.
Right, let's get it to a break. We're going to, continue to do some investigative journalism on.
Something's got to be looked at here.
I'm
This is concerning.
really weirded out right now. All right.
We got people jackhammering outside the studio,
I know
too.
we've got lots of craziness going on around here. So we'll try to power through. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Hy-Vee proudly supports the Huskers. Keep it here on Sports Nightly.
Husker fans, single game tickets for Nebraska soccer are on sale now. Head to Barbara Hibner Stadium this fall to cash big matchups against Notre Dame, Alabama, USC, UCLA, and more. Want to catch every match? Season tickets are still available and start at $98. Get your tickets today by visiting Huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Set. Hike. When champions take the field, they come ready to play. TNL Irrigation understands the value of momentum. Like a Husker drive, there's no stopping. If you live for farming and football like we do, TNL Irrigation has you covered. Check your fields from the game with a remote system, or just enjoy the play, knowing our systems are reliable as a sold-out Memorial Stadium. Touchdown! Nebraska born, Nebraska strong. Husker Nation and TNL Irrigation are like no other.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Cybersecurity is a fundamental component of today's business operations. It's not just an add-on, it's essential for business protection. At Hamilton Business Technologies, we know that cyber threats are always changing and require constant vigilance. That's why our team delivers real-time threat monitoring and advanced security protocols to safeguard your data and reputation. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we put security at the forefront of your success. Cybersecurity is business. Hamilton is business. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Feel like like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Not Companies proudly supports the Huskers Radio Network. As a full-service leader in commercial real estate, we create thriving communities. Discover what's new in the Builders District in North Downtown, Noddle Hospitality's latest venture in Aksarben Village, and the contemporary living of row house townhomes on Leavenworth. We're welcoming world-class concepts from men's fashion and great eats to gorgeous homes and green spaces, all professionally managed by Noddle Services. These are the Noddle Companies, building a better Nebraska. For more information, check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Farmers demand equipment that works as hard as they do. For over 60 years, Sukup has been helping farmers protect their operation with industry-leading grain storage, drying, and handling equipment. Designed for performance, reliability, and peace of mind when it matters most, Sukup is proud to stand with the people who keep agriculture moving forward. Family-owned, farmer-focused. Visit Sukup.com to find a dealer near you today.
Nebraska football fans know what it takes to be the best. You've got to handle the heat, power through the cold, read the pressure. Same goes for the techs at John Henry's. They're trusted to perform when it's all on the line. When winter's driving hard and your furnace fumbles. When your thermostat is in the red zone. When the power goes out before the final whistle. Make the easy call.
Call 435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
The Huskers Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Akrs, where it's mower season. Get 0% financing, professional setup, and local support you can't get at the big box store, only at Akrs, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer. Welcome back to Sports Nightly with Kyle Crooks. I'm Jessica Coody. So we are less than 2 weeks out from the red-white scrimmage for Husker volleyball.
Can you believe it?
A week from this Sunday.
And that'll be on radio.
Yes,
correct?
We will, of course. I know John Baylor's scheduled to make an appearance here in the studio coming up next week.
Does he know that?
Well, I mean, he's coming in for meetings, so I'm going to try to double up and make sure he can maybe
it's
sit in with us.
part of the deal.
I'm not. If you're listening, JB, I'm going to be texting you soon. But
by the way, his hammer the grammar, let him know we're going to need a new one.
Did you break the hammer?
Duke. Was it Duke? Matt. Sorry, it wasn't Duke. I just, I offended Duke. Matty Mills broke the hammer the grammar thing. The little hammer
That's
that
so
he gave us.
Yes.
Snapped it in half.
Why would you leave it for the interns to?
You can't leave anything out.
Mine still is in great form.
You have one over there?
It's in my office.
I didn't get one.
You got one. We both got one, but you.
I probably gave it to them.
Yeah, but mine's in great condition. But anyway, so we'll be hopefully
CST has one.
Getting John Baylor on soon. We're also Lauren Cook West gonna try to circle back up with her. So we'll start talking lots more volleyball. That? No, she doesn't. But listen, usually they don't tell me no. So we're getting closer to the season. They know that's
part of the deal.
It's their time, but. We're going to be talking more and more. I know we're scheduled to dig. Coach Busby Kelly's show is going to be coming up here in a couple weeks as well. So it is about that time. And you think about this time a year ago, Kyle, one of the biggest storylines of either sport, football or volleyball, was who's going to be the starting libero. Mm-hmm. And then you look how the season unfolded, and it ended up being basically a two-person job, Olivia Mauch and then Lainey Choboy. They traded off, and it was the number one question I think that she got, Danny got all throughout, especially in the early goings of the season. And she's like, look, we've got two starting liberos, and we're going to play who we need to play in certain moments and the matchups and all of that. And it was certainly a luxury, and they found a way. They played the role well. The two of them fed off of each other, and they're really, really close.
Yeah, two really good players. And as we know, in a season, things happen and matchups change and things are different, and calls for different lineups and different players, and whether that's Olivia Mauch or Lainey Choboy, it all depend. It can depend on matchups and who's feeling good that day. So all that stuff, I remember that. I mean, that was such a
huge,
big part of the conversation, and they had both of them back again this year, so it'll be part of the conversation again.
In fact, both of them will play a huge part once again, and I think both of them are the kind of players, and I think you kind of have to be a defensive specialist, like whatever it takes, that
diving on the floor,
whatever role. I just want to win. I just want to win, and certainly that's Olivia Mauch. And again, one of the nicest human beings as well, just a sweetheart. Had a chance to chat with her last week as a part of Internal Media Day. Olivia, how's the summer been for you?
It's been good. Been busy, but it's flown by, and I can't wait for season to start. So,
you were telling me you got to go to Alaska with Andy. How was that?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We went fishing, hiking, did all the outdoorsy stuff. So,
how much do you enjoy that kind of stuff? We know Andy's been into that for a while, but how much did you like doing that with her?
Yeah, I mean, it was so much fun. She knows like so much more than I do, just being out there with like fishing and stuff. So it was cool to see like her get into it and teach me all kinds of stuff too. So,
did you catch anything?
Oh yeah, we caught lots of halibut, cod, all the good stuff.
And then did you cook it?
Yes, I actually have a whole freezer full at home. Yeah.
And you like to cook that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I tried it the other day. It was really good, actually.
How different is it to like, hey, I caught that, now I'm eating it?
I know, it makes it even better, 100 times better.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, how does it feel going into year number 3? It's hard to believe.
I know, it is crazy, but we're so excited just to get started with the season. I mean, we keep saying that this is our season, and I really think that that's going to happen.
How about coming off the spring with, again, having so many people back, but then adding the new freshmen? How did you feel about where you guys left spring before you headed into the summer?
Yeah, I think it has been our best spring so far. Even the coaches have said it. Like, we worked really hard in the spring, and even that continuing that into this summer, I think we've just pushed ourselves, and I think it's going to be a good season.
You've made a huge impact since you were a freshman, but when you go into year 3, what are some of the things you say, okay, I want to do this better this year?
Yeah, I'd say definitely being an upperclassman, stepping into that leadership role, I think is super important for me. So,
you and Lainey just played such an incredible role together. Talk about that dynamic and how important just the two of you are and that relationship that you guys have.
Yeah, I mean, we're good friends off the court, and when we're on the court, we're even better teammates and players, and we play great next to each other. So I think it's important for both of us to be on the court together.
Coming back with so many people, how does that change just, again, what you guys can do starting practice, being that you're so familiar with each other?
Yeah, I think it helps so much, even just with like the freshmen coming in early and then us training with everybody. I think it's just so huge to have everybody here.
Haven't been able to use Devaney, so how has that worked out for you guys?
It's been rough. We've practiced on wood floors. We've really done everything, so we're excited to get back in there.
How excited are you just about the renovations and getting even more people in there?
Yeah, I haven't seen it so far, so I'm excited to get back in there, and then having even more people in there is just going to be awesome.
Just announced that the red-white scrimmage is going to be played right here inside Pinnacle Bank Arena, the Creighton match, which we knew about. What does that do for you guys, knowing that you're going to get to play in front of even more of Husker Nation?
Yeah, I think it just helps for the end of the season. We're going to play in front of huge crowds, and I think it's just starting off strong like that, and having the red-white scrimmage is kind of tough because people don't know who to cheer for. So, but it's going to be loud no matter what, so we're excited for it.
What does that say? I mean, I know it's what we have come to expect, but not very many programs could hold their scrimmage, inter-squad scrimmage in an arena like this and expect to sell out. I mean, how appreciative are you guys? Continue to be appreciative, I guess, of what Husker Nation does for you guys.
Oh, yeah. They help us out so much. No matter where we go, they're always there, and I think it's just, even for a scrimmage, I think it's going to be so cool to see all the red, and yeah, we love Husker Nation, definitely.
Do you have an arena or a venue that you're most looking forward to playing in?
Oh my gosh. Wrigley, Dallas, all those places. I think that's just such a cool opportunity. I didn't get to play in the Memorial Stadium game, so I think this is just going to be so cool.
What did you think when they came to you and said, hey, we're going to play in Wrigley on a baseball field?
I was a little scared at first, skeptical, just because with like the wind, you don't know the weather or anything, but honestly, I'm so excited for it. It's probably one of the games that I'm looking forward to the most. So.
Okay, then going into practice, you guys hit the ground running, I know, but what needs to happen over these next 3 weeks for you guys to be ready to go for what is ahead in a really exciting but challenging non-conference?
Yeah, I mean, I think we really need to improve on all the skills, serving especially. Danny's talked about it over and over again, and I think that's something that we've worked on this summer too. So I think serving and passing are the most important, so we'll definitely be working on those.
How do you guys go about when you know that you're about to face each other for 3 weeks? I mean, you guys get competitive in there.
Oh, definitely. It's tough to go against each other, just like because we're so competitive that it just sometimes it gets a little head-to-head. So I think just knowing that we're such good friends off the court, but when we get on the court, we can compete.
All right, you're doing some fun things here on Media Day. How in the world did you guys get Scott Bruin, the photographer, to do a TikTok?
That was me. I asked him to pretty nicely. I think, I don't know. He agreed to it. I don't know if he actually knew what he was getting himself into, but he did it. So
I was told he said in a million years he'd never do a TikTok. So he did one. How would you evaluate his performance on his TikTok?
It was pretty good. Pretty good. His lip syncing it needs a little work, but he can work on that.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Oh, it was so funny. So Scott Bruin is a longtime photographer that it takes all the photos for all the student athletes, and they talked him into doing a TikTok, and he's a guy that is absolutely adamant against TikTok, but they talked him into doing it, and it was so funny. It was hilarious. But, I mean, how could you tell Olivia Mauch no?
I asked him about it. He said he did it in like 2 takes.
Yeah.
One take and they got it down. He thought that you actually had to say the words in the TikTok, not mouth the words. So he was actually saying the words out loud.
How about Olivia, though? She got to go with Andy to Alaska, and Andy's
who's nicer, by the way?
I don't make me choose. But Andy, I remember talking to her when she was a freshman, and she grew up in Alaska, is from Colorado, but because I asked her, I was like, what do you call home? And she's like, I guess Colorado, but grew up, spent a lot of time in Alaska, still spends a lot of time there, and so big, very, very outdoorsy. So Olivia got to go up there and caught cod and halibut and cooked it herself.
That sounds like a really good dinner for me. I'd love that.
Yeah, are you a cod and halibut fan?
Yeah, I enjoy cod. I haven't had a whole lot of halibut. Big salmon guy.
It couldn't be any better than catching it fresh in Alaska, though.
Yeah, but you also got to clean it, and then you got to skin it, and you got to make sure you're doing all that stuff correctly.
Well, I would trust Andy Jackson to do that.
I trust Andy Jackson a lot with a lot of things. I wouldn't trust myself with a lot of things, though. That's the issue. You said, so Andy's from Alaska originally? Or is it Olivia?
Andy.
Andy's from, so I wonder next year if they play a match, because they were joking about that at Big Ten Media Days in Alaska on like an iceberg.
Now, she ended up, the family lives there now, her parents, and so that's where she was playing in high school and club ball, but she has spent a lot, I think her grandparents still live in Alaska, if I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure she still has family that lives there, so she goes up there quite a bit still.
I wonder, what's it like in Alaska right now?
I don't know.
I got to look up the weather in Anchorage.
Ideal fall camp conditions?
It's probably really, really nice. And then it's like daylight for 20 hours a day, and then it's dark for 20 hours a day. Alaska's a very strange place.
All right, well, let's...
57 degrees.
57, wow. All right, let's get to a break. We're back to wrap up hour number 1 next.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the official foundation company of the Huskers. Schedule a free inspection. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Husker fans, football season is right around the corner. We need you there to continue to make Memorial Stadium the best atmosphere in college football. You can now choose between 2 mini plans, a 3-game mini plan for $185 and a 4-game mini plan for $225. These plans are your best way to guarantee a ticket to the Indiana and Ohio State game and are only available while supplies last. To purchase today or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
When it comes to your business running efficiently day to day, you rely on technology and a network that is secure, fast, and has measures in place to help prevent downtime. At Hamilton Business Technologies, we know firsthand that reliability is business. We work with businesses across the state to implement managed IT solutions that keep your business running securely. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Reliability is business. Hamilton is business. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
You show up for every Husker game because it's about more than football. It's about celebrating that Nebraska grit that's in our DNA. That same drive pushes you to get stronger, move more, and take care of yourself. To show up for the people and moments that matter most. We believe you have what it takes. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska covers preventive care with every plan. And our digital tools help you stay on track every step of the way. Blue believes in what you're made of. And Blue believes in you.
Welcome back. Final few minutes left here of hour number 1 of Sports Nightly with Kyle Crooks. I'm Jessica Coody. We do not know the answer to why I got the text about Blaze Pizza.
I'll text LeBron James. That's his pizza joint. Did you know that?
Is it?
Yeah, he owns Blaze Pizza.
No, he does not.
He does.
Is it a chain?
Yeah, it's a chain.
How do I not know this? I've never heard
Usually
of it.
it's me that doesn't know
That's why
anything.
I was so confused about why I got a text about Blaze Pizza, because I didn't even know what it was.
Yeah, it's like what is CC's is very, it's kind of like similar, like a fast food pizza-ish chain, right?
Well,
Am I right on that? But yeah, Blaze is an
international
franchise, and I don't know if LeBron's the sole owner, but he's an investor in it, part owner. What else does he own? CSD.
That's
He
false.
owns the
That's
Thunder.
not even good.
That's a shot.
He
at
said that,
Jess.
he said, if for people that can't hear, he said, you know what else he owns? He said the Thunder. That's just not true.
Our interns sometimes forget we're on radio and they have microphones
I know,
in
they're
front
like
of them that they
talking
can
to
use.
us. I think they just want to hang out with us, you know? I think they think we're pretty cool.
I think so. But he invested, for those that are interested in LeBron's stake in Blaze Pizza,
Okay.
he invested $1 million in 2012 in the company. Franchise rights in South Florida and Chicago, and they've grown one of the fastest growing restaurant chains in U.S. history. I don't know if this is a LeBron fact or a real fact.
Well, I'd like to know why I am getting text messages for Camden's
It's a
order.
conspiracy.
Like, I'm still just flabbergasted.
Maybe they listen to the show and they know that Camden went to get a pizza.
Then I need some free Blaze Pizza.
That's Camden's gotten Blaze a couple days in a row now. That's his place. That's his spot. Apparently, it's right around the corner from here.
Weird.
Right next to Chipotle.
All right. Well,
We've got 7 million Chipotle
I
napkins
don't
in
know.
here too.
I'm going to be scared to sleep tonight. But anyways,
You think Blaze Pizza's like watching you and stalking you?
it's weird.
It is weird.
Anyways, all right. Coming up, hour number 2, the big dog. We've been getting some requests for him. He's back.
He is back.
The old big dog.
Is he barking? He's
no,
barking as loud?
no, he's not barking, but
All right. Then he's not in mid-season form then. He's not ready to go yet.
no. So we'll hear from him a little bit coming up here in just a few minutes. Also have Trivia Tuesday. So got a lot to come here in hour number.
I'm going to win
is,
this week.
Is it even possible for you to catch up at this point?
No, probably not. I'm not even going to
We only have like 2 more weeks left of our summer segments.
Really? I thought we had so much more. I know you want to kill all these segments, but it's whatever.
No, you do. You do.
Just this one.
But all right, so that's all coming up. Hour number 2. We'll hear from Jeremiah Searles talk offensive line. I know you're shocked to hear this. Absolutely shocked that we talk about the offensive line with Jeremiah Searles. But
I'm sure he loves it.
He's got a great perspective of it. So he knows a lot of the guys. So we'll dive into that and talk some trivia coming up next here on Sports Nightly. Keep it here on the Huskers Radio Network.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
There are plenty of decisions in life. Choosing where to buy your next vehicle should be easy. At Woodhouse Auto Family, everything begins with our commitment to clear price. A promise to make buying your next vehicle straightforward, transparent, and hassle-free. From exploring our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to financing and service after the sale, we're here to make every step easier. Experience the Woodhouse difference. Woodhouse, clear price, clear choice, hassle-free all the way to your driveway.
Noddle Companies proudly supports the Huskers Radio Network. As a full-service leader in commercial real estate, we create thriving communities. Discover what's new in the Builders District in North Downtown, Noddle Hospitality's latest venture in Aksarben Village, and the contemporary living of row house townhomes on Leavenworth. We're welcoming world-class concepts from men's fashion and great eats to gorgeous homes and green spaces, all professionally managed by Noddle Services. These are the Noddle Companies, building a better Nebraska. For more information, check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the official foundation company of the Huskers. Schedule a free inspection. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Every year, Nebraska comes together. Across small towns, big cities, living rooms and stadium seats, one thing connects us all. It's more than athletics. It's community. It's tradition. It's home. Allo is proud to keep connections strong with 100% fiber internet and hometown service built for Nebraskans. Stay connected to what matters with Allo Fiber, proud partner of Husker Athletics. Learn more at allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Good evening. I'm Emory Evans, and our sports ticker is brought to you by the experienced advisors at Stonebridge Well Systems. Nebraska soccer opens 2026 up with an exhibition versus Colorado State on Wednesday, August 5th at 1 p.m. They kick off the regular season at Louisville on Wednesday, August 12th at 6:30 p.m. Nebraska Bowling has released its 2026-27 schedule. The Huskers open October 16th at the Chelsea Gilliam Classic in Youngstown, Ohio, where they won it all last year. 9 regular season tournaments lead into a home postseason as Nebraska hosts the Conference USA Championship in Lincoln March 17th through the 21st, before wrapping up at the NCAA Champions in Pittsburgh in April. The preseason college football coaches poll has been released. Ohio State takes the preseason number 1 spot, with Oregon, Georgia, Texas, and Notre Dame rounding out the top 5. The Big Ten placed 8 teams in the preseason top 25. Indiana, USC, Michigan, Penn State, Washington, and Iowa all join Ohio State and Oregon in the rankings. Our sports ticker is brought to you by the Stonebridge Well Systems, navigating you to and through the retirement of your dreams. Local advisors, a disciplined process, the retirement compass. Visit StonebridgeIWM.com. Hour 2 of Sports Nightly is up next, right here on the Huskers Radio Network.
Coming to you live from Memorial Stadium, it's Sports Nightly. All the Huskers, all the time. Sports Nightly is presented by McKinnis Roofing and Sheet Metal, helping homeowners and businesses protect what matters most for over 45 years.
4 wide, trips right. We're out of the gun. Paralysis, snap, play action, fake. Backside pressure comes, ball stripped. It's picked up. Winery at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Huskers.
Here's Drew Grigo, and he turns on one to left field. Sending Lamb back. Goodbye. 3 home runs in the frame. The freshman getting in on the fun. Nebraska feasting. 7-0 Big Red.
The ball is Hoiberg, the kick out, and the 3 by Jacobson. Got it again. The game of the year. The game of the career for Cale Jacobson. 78-75.
Now, here are your hosts, Jessica Coody and Kyle Crooks, on the Huskers Radio Network.
Welcome back. Hour number 2, Sports Nightly. Kyle Crooks and Jessica Coody. Guess what?
What's that?
We have a competition tomorrow. Soccer. Husker soccer. Underway.
An athletic competition, you say?
Night. It kind of like officially kicks off the new year.
Yeah. Exhibition.
Yes.
Fort Collins.
But still.
Colorado State.
It's a Husker team versus a non-Husker team in the first competition of the new year.
You remember last year, it was an undefeated August.
Yes, it
if
was.
I remember correctly, all the way parts of September.
We thought you were about to do big things.
I know. But we had a pretty good year.
No, we
athletic
did.
year-wise.
A fantastic. Best, since 2012, right?
Yeah.
According to the Director Cup standings.
Yeah, it was a pretty darn good year,
It was
considering
fantastic.
everything.
Yes. But
Let's do it again.
all right. Well, did want to hit on this because like Nebraska had Media Day today going into fall camp. Oregon also had Media Day. And so one Dylan Raiola was up in front of the podium, met with some, I guess, some reporters there in Oregon. And of course, not surprising, he was asked about Nebraska, and it kind of caused a little bit of a stir on social media today. He alluded to the difference in the scenery, being that there's not cornfields in Oregon, that there's mountains and trees, and then said as far as football, it's different. With coaches and players, we have a lot more talent than we did at Nebraska. And I don't say that to knock on them, but I think everybody will know that. But I'm very grateful for my time there, learned a lot from my coaches' teammates. Still have those relationships, but just basically saying that, he's got a lot more talent up there in Oregon. What was your takeaway?
That's pretty obvious. They're preseason number 2. They're a preseason pick by many to win a national championship. So that's not necessarily going out on a limb. The cornfields thing, and for somebody who's been around Nebraska, that's always like Dylan, who's been here, knows that the perception isn't always the reality, at least in Lincoln. Right? Lincoln and Omaha, there's not, I don't see a single cornfield at all where I live. But people are going to want to make more out of this than what it is. He's answering a question, and he's moved on. I think everybody here at Nebraska has moved on.
Yeah.
They're excited about Anthony. They're excited about TJ. They're excited about Danny Kalen. And I think Dylan, while this year he's probably going to take a back seat to Dante Moore, barring any injury, Dylan has every opportunity to continue to put together a really good college career and try to bump his stock for the NFL eventually. And he has that chance with a program that is going to put 5-star after 5-star around him. And that's what Nebraska is trying to build to be able to do. And with their class next year, it would be a good start to begin to bring that type of talent that Oregon has.
The incoming quarterback for Nebraska will have a thing or two to say about that talent. In fact, he's pretty high on.
Yeah, he said beat any 27 class, right, in a game.
Yep. So if that keeps going, it'll match up. But for my thing, and you knew that was going to come no matter what he was going to say. It was going to be blown up, and people were going to, want to hear what he had to say about it. But he knew that question was coming, and I think he probably, as much media as he's done, this is year 3 for him in college football. He probably could have prepared a little bit better on knowing that, what was going to, how it was going to be perceived.
I just think, again, we're very bored right now, so we'll find things to point at. Again, I like Dylan. Dylan was very good to me. I think we had a pretty good relationship when he was here, so I like him. I wish him all the best. I think when he gets a chance to be the starting quarterback at Oregon, he'll be ready and he'll again push for an opportunity to play in the NFL. Would he probably say the stuff about the talent at Nebraska, even though it's kind of basic knowledge where Oregon's at recruiting wise and where they're at in certain areas as a program? That's a duh comment. So people will take it differently because it's coming from him.
Yeah. How about this? Akron football announces today, they posted on their social media, they're going to give a chance for a season ticket holder to help script the opening drive of the home opener.
I did see that.
So the Akron Zips, against Robert Morris. So one lucky fan will be able to script the opening drive and the home opener. Extra chance to win with every new season ticket holder you refer. Random drawing among season ticket holders. Drawing will be held on August 19th. What if you were that fan, what would be your first play call?
Hail Mary. Just, what is it, 4 verts in Madden? Just everybody run to the goal line and just toss it up. I mean, that's what you got to do, right? You can't run like a halfback off tackle. That'd be boring. Now, there's an asterisk next to the one lucky fan will be able to script the opening drive in the home opener. The asterisk is with the head coach, of course. This hasn't been done before, but we're not that crazy. So I would think you're probably going to get to sit in on a singular meeting during the week and say, hey, we were talking before, it's probably you'll get the choice of one play. But maybe you'll get a chance to stand next to the coach.
The opening drive, not the opening play, the opening drive.
But there's a giant asterisk next to it. So I think there's a lot of ways that you could take that. But this is where we're at in college athletics at the lower levels, at the group of 5, the MAC levels, right? I mean, Akron was in here last year. They probably could have used some help to script their offensive game plan last year here at Memorial Stadium.
You know what this post did? It's got 1.7 million views. It's got a ton of engagement. It's got a lot of quotes, a lot of interaction on social media. So I'm sure that's exactly what they're going for.
You know, I had a tweet when Dylan Carey didn't get drafted that got 1 million impressions. And I had no idea why. I looked down at it. It didn't have like a crazy amount of retweets or likes, but I saw the impressions. It was at 1 million, and I was almost shocked. That's way too many phones that I was in.
You know, I had a viral tweet, and it was Kent Pavelka celebrating with the
but that
men's
was somebody
team.
else filmed that, and then they sent that footage to you, and then you tweeted it out, correct?
No, it's my footage.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was not my footage.
Yeah.
No, I had nothing to do with it.
She didn't say that. Everybody whitewashed that from your memory.
I'm not in trouble. No, it was not me.
Trying to protect you from the NCAA.
It was not me.
And Westwood won.
But
trying to protect you.
Kent got me a lot of followers during March Madness. Appreciate that, Kent.
And then Baker Mayfield before that.
Yes. Yeah. I can't do anything on my own, but
I
can capitalize on other people being superstars.
I don't think any of us have had a viral video just with us in it.
This year, maybe
one day.
Maybe this is the year. We have some TikToks planned. We got to get that going again. We started that last year.
TikToks? We're going to start dancing? Have you come up with your ideas for Damon, by the way? Any trends that you have in the back of your mind?
I do have a few but the thing about it is with him, you can't tell him, right? I mean, some of them we just have to spring it on him. But then the other ones, like if, he was not really excited to participate, but then Ben got excited about it. And then
he'll get excited?
And then he was like, okay.
Ben's if you ask Ben, he'll do it like that.
Yeah, he will.
Damon's very reluctant.
Ben was the first one to sign up to do the Christmas card thing.
That's right. My thing is Damon, he truly does not like taking pictures. He does everything to not stand up straight and smile. He'll put a chair in front of him. He'll go outside the frame. He'll do some wacky face.
His goggles on. I mean, his binoculars.
He does not like to take pictures. I've noticed that about him.
All right. Well, coming up next, we're going to hear from Jeremiah Searles, the big dog.
And he doesn't bark yet, is what you're saying.
I don't think he barked.
There's no bite in there?
I don't think he barked yet, but he's back. So he goes into hibernation, but he's back. We'll be hearing from him consistently now. He'll be going out to practices too. So, we'll have the pick segment coming up here. We got to figure that out. So it is time. But we did record the first episode of the Sideline Slice of a brand new season presented by Valentino's Pizza, our great friends at Val's. So we will have that coming up for you next year on Sports Nightly. Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1975. Shop for your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse, the official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics.
You show up for every Husker game because it's about more than football. It's about celebrating that Nebraska grit that's in our DNA. That same drive pushes you to get stronger, move more, and take care of yourself. To show up for the people and moments that matter most. We believe you have what it takes. That's why Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska covers preventive care with every plan. And our digital tools help you stay on track every step of the way. Blue believes in what you're made of. And Blue believes in you.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Nebraska. We're connected by more than fiber. We're connected by traditions, by hometown pride, by the Sea of Red on game day, by generations of fans who know what it means to cheer together. Allo is proud to be the connection behind those moments, bringing families together, keeping communities close, and helping Nebraskans stay connected to what truly matters. Allo Fiber, connecting what matters. Proud partner of Husker Athletics. Learn more at allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Summer's almost over, but with a new Toyota from Toyota's National Sales Event, you can turn your end of summer scaries into end of summer woes. In the mood for some elevated dining? Pack a picnic into a 4Runner and hit up a stunning mountain vista.
Whoa!
Haul a bouncy castle in a Tundra and get crowned the coolest dad at the park.
Whoa! I'm king of the castle!
Drive a Tacoma to the lake to go wakeboarding. Whoa, that was awesome air. Let's go again. Or take a BZ to an amusement park with friends. Whoa! Keep your woes going this summer in a new Toyota.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
See your Omaha Metro and Lincoln Toyota dealers. Village Point Toyota of Omaha, Baxter Toyota of La Vista, Baxter Toyota of Lincoln, or Corwin Toyota of Bellevue.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Farmers demand equipment that works as hard as they do. For For over 60 years, Sukup has been helping farmers protect their operation with industry-leading grain storage, drying, and handling equipment. Designed for performance, reliability, and peace of mind when it matters most, Sukup is proud to stand with the people who keep agriculture moving forward. Family-owned, farmer-focused. Visit Sukup.com to find a dealer near you today.
Buying a vehicle should come with confidence, not confusion. That's why Woodhouse Auto Family believes in clear price. It's our commitment to making every part of your buying experience straightforward, transparent, and easy. Combined with an incredible selection, flexible financing, and a knowledgeable team, you'll discover a better way to buy. Choose Woodhouse Auto Family. Clear price, clear choice. Hassle-free all the way to your driveway.
The Akrs Radio Network Broadcast Center is sponsored by Akrs, where it's mower season. Get 0% financing, professional setup, and local support you can't get at the big box store, only at Akrs, the Midwest premier John Deere dealer. Welcome back to Sports Nightly with Kyle Crooks. I'm Jessica Coody. So we are back for another. This is my 6th season.
Can you believe it already?
6th season. So my 6th season doing the podcast with Jeremiah Searles, our 5th season with our great friends at Valentino's Pizza, the official pizza of the Huskers. So had a chance to catch up with Searles going into fall camp, some of the biggest storylines. What's crazy, we always go into it. There are times that we're like, what are we going to talk about? And then we're like, oh, we'll keep it short, like 20 minutes. And it never fails. It's always over 30 minutes.
It's got to be.
It's just, we just get on a roll and we can't stop talking. But so I wanted to play you a portion of that conversation here tonight. So here is the big dog, Jeremiah Searles, with a fall camp preview. So let's get into it then. Before we go all in on the offensive line, if we know where you're headed right away, and we joke about it a lot on this show with Kyle. He said he's joking that in the spring game, you look down there, you're doing reps. You're just all in the mix of the offensive line. That's where you're going. But if you're not going to the offensive line, what's the first position group you're going to be checking out the first practice that you go to?
Surprise, surprise, the defensive line, right? I mean, it's no...
Okay, what's the third?
The third
group.
Quarterback, running back, the backfield. I'll say the backfield because, there's a lot of new faces. Obviously, new man at the trigger man with Anthony Calandria. How is he going to be able to change the face and the look of this offense? Obviously, we knew with Dylan, it was going to be a little bit more of the one-dimensional, hand it off, wide zone, not really the zone read type of game. He wasn't a super threat with his legs. Now you're going to see defenses really have to account for Anthony's legs because he can hurt you. And I think I saw a stat that he has the second most rushing yards of any returning quarterback in the Big Ten this year. So, he is going to be a serious factor when it comes to running the football. The thing that I'm going to be most interested is what is that mix of run-pass balance that we're going to have on offense with our running back group, because there is no Emmett Johnson this year. There is no bell cow guy that we're just going to say, hey, you're going to be 75% of our offensive production this year, and we can rely upon that. It's going to be a running back by committee until one of these guys can show that they're the guy. But I think going into camp, that might be the biggest question mark is who can we rely upon at that running back position?
Yeah, and you have the addition of Tyke Hayes, and so you've got some depth in that room and certainly some guys that have been waiting their time. I know you've been a guy that you've talked a lot about sometimes just getting that guy getting into that rhythm, but can it be beneficial that maybe you have 3-4 guys that you can rely on in different situations to spread the load around as opposed to being what we saw out of Emmett Johnson a year ago?
I would rather have the relied upon guy, the proven guy. As a player and as an offensive lineman, you want that trustworthy guy behind you at all times. That being said, in the era of college football that we're in, having multiple options is always a good thing, because rarely ever do those guys make it fully healthy all the way through, and our depth doesn't get tested. So I think having packages for each one of those guys as camp goes on and figuring out what does each guy do best. Where can I put this person? If I'm Dana Holgorsen, how can I put this person in the best area for him to succeed? Is it in the screen game? Is it in the draw game? Okay, is this guy better at the outside zone and the mid zone? Is this guy better at the downhill A-gap stuff? Where can I find the ability to not put tendencies on ourselves, but to also allow this offense to get the most out of the pieces that we have? Because when you had Emmett, you're like, well, you can do it all. Now, when you have different faces in there, you really have to make sure you're not putting that running back in a position for him to fail. You have to put that running back in a position for him to succeed. And obviously, the best way to have that is have a really good offensive line. So I think he's going to be really pleased with the things he can do with the guys up front, with the tight end group, to give those running backs their best foot forward to go get us as many yards as they can out of the backfield.
In camps that you've gone into where there hasn't been that guy, there hasn't been an Emmett Johnson, what does that look like from like week 1 to week 2? How do you start to really establish what that rotation is going to be and who are those guys that you really trust back there?
Personally, I've never had that, and I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed. I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. When I came into Nebraska, it was Roy Halou Jr. and Rex Burkhead my true freshman year. And then it was my second year, it was Roy again and Rex. And then it was Rex and Amir. And then it was like... And then I get in the NFL and was like, oh, yeah, okay, that's Adrian Peterson. That's LaShawn McCoy. So,
wow.
You know, I was very blessed to have a lot of really, really talented running backs around me. But what I have learned from watching camp battles and being around and having clients on teams that aren't, it is so much about who takes the reins early at the running back position. Early in camp. Who shows that they're looking to be the guy, not the one that's trying to figure it out still, but the one that came out of spring football, had a great winter conditioning, earned the respect of his teammates, and then now is proving it on the practice field, ripping off long runs, picking up a big blitz pickup, taking a screen pass and going the distance, you know, little things like that are the things that make a starting back versus a rotational back. A rotational back is going to be, oh, he's good at pass protection, but he misses the hole on first down, or vice versa. He can hit the hole, but he can't pass protect in the A gap. When you start to see that running back emerge as an every down back, he's hitting the holes on first and second. He understands how to read in the play action game. We get to third down. He can blitz pick up. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. That's who you want to see then and start giving him more of a load and giving him more on his shoulders. So I really do think these first 2 weeks in camp, you're going to see a running back start to separate himself from the group. Now, I have no idea which one that's going to be. I think that's way up in the air of who's going to be that guy. And that's what makes camp kind of exciting when you get those position battles like this. But I do believe that by the time we get to mid-August to the third week in August, there will be a distinct difference between RB 1, 2, and 3.
It might not be listed as such on the depth.
No, we won't.
It might be or.
As a public, we'll have no idea. But I promise you, in that giant staff meeting they have upstairs, it will have RB 1, 2, 3.
All right. Well, let's talk about the reason why there's probably more excitement, and while we're hearing things like Daniel Holgerson's going to be able to make play calls without a conscience this year, and a lot of that is the guys up front, which Anthony Calandria said he thinks that this could be the best group in the country. A lot of these guys talking about it's the best group they've ran behind, they've been around. It's just, I think it's showing up, and it's taken time to get here with guys that have developed through the program, and then also with the additions out of the transfer portal. But I guess what excites you the most about this group going into this season, this offensive line group?
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just the experience from the guys up front. I mean, so many times this time of year, you and I are talking about, hey, first-year starter, we're going to need to see some growth out of him early on, or hey, these guys haven't played together. You look across the board, so much experience on Saturdays. So much. I mean, all the way across from Tree to Brendan to Justin to Paul to Elijah, all those guys. And then you go on behind them, and you're going, there's Gunnar Gatula, who started a ton of games. There's Grant Bricks, who's going to be working his way into the field there. Tyler Kanak has started football games for us.
Sam Sledge, they love.
Sam Sledge. So there's so much depth because we're going to get our depth tested. That is 100% going to happen. And knock on wood, I hope it
happens every year.
But it happens every year. Like if I'm a betting man, which I'm not, I would say eventually we're going to have a backup offensive lineman play in this group. And to go in feeling confident, not just about your starters, but about your depth, puts you as such, you can actually sleep at night if you're an O-line coach. You don't put your head on the pillow and panic going, what if he rolls an ankle tomorrow? Like, you actually have confidence in your group. And it also allows you to be able to rotate guys in during camp, because you know that the level of play from the 1s to the 2s isn't going to be this drastic fall off that can't go. So you're going to rotate Gunner and Tree and say, fight it out at the tackle position. You're going to rotate Sam and Paul and maybe give Paul a little bit of break so that he's not so gassed going in, and practice will continue to look and play like a starting group. And when you have that kind of cohesiveness and you have the guy in the middle, Justin Evans, who's been doing it for a long time, that's how you really become a special group. And those 5 guys should be the leader of not just the offense, but the entire team. The best teams I've ever been around have been led by the offensive line. Yes, the quarterback is the face, and yes, the quarterback is the one who will stand out and everyone will respect, but the quarterback needs enforcers, and the enforcers are the offensive line. And if your offensive line is playing to an extremely high level and everyone is noticing that, you can then hold everyone else accountable and say, get behind us or get out of the way. And when you have that, that's when you have lightning in a bottle, and that's when you can go win a lot of football games bullying people up front.
I've also found it fascinating, too, just throughout my years of covering offensive line, even, to Oklahoma, they had a year that they won the Joe Moore Award. And they also talk about it's might not even be the 5 best guys. It's the 5 guys that play the best together. And so when you talk about also building that chemistry, what goes into that here in camp? Because you have a lot of guys with a lot of experience, but maybe not a lot of guys that have played beside each other. So how does that process work throughout the next few weeks so that you continue to build on that and become that cohesive unit?
Yeah, it's funny. There's so many different like acronyms or like sayings, right? Like 5 is 1, or like we're playing like the fist and we're all together. But it's so true, because when you have 5 different guys, it's not the 5 most talented all the time. And when it is, that's great. When you have your most 5 talented guys playing as a one group, one unit, that's when you get the Joe Moore Award type years. But it's so much more about, can I trust all 5 of those guys? And can those 5 guys trust each other on a play-to-play basis? Can Justin walk up to the line and not even need a verbal communication with Paul and Brendan because they know they're all locked in together? Can Brendan and Elijah pass off stunts and twists because they worked together all summer long? And so much of that comes from, honestly, going out and getting beers and drinking and having food with your buddies, right? Like, hey, when we were all seniors and we go out on Thursday nights O-line dinners, it would be, we're all having dinner together, we're all hanging out together, and we know each other's, what makes each other tick. We know when someone's in a good mood, in a bad mood, and we know how to push each other up on a personal level so that when the real bullets start flying, you know how to be there for that person. You know how to help that person through the hard times. You know how to celebrate that right way with those person. And you also know when that person's not right. And so much of that begins off the field for the offensive line group. And the more I hear a lot of these guys is, we go golfing together, we go fishing together, we all hang out together. That is imperative in building a group, because if you don't know the person next to you on a really personal level, when the real stuff starts going and the real bullets and it's live action, you have to be able to work with each other, not just with the inside the game, but with everything else going on. So that is a really pivotal piece of building that chemistry that everyone likes to talk about.
When will you know this group is as legit as we think they could be?
Probably by week 3. I think if we head into week 3 and all I'm hearing on Big Red Reaction is our line, or our line, or our line, or our line, and we start getting a little national, maybe some attention to it because we've rushed the ball really well and we've kept the quarterback really clean, that's when I think you'll start realizing, okay, this group can be really special. But in reality, it's not going to be probably until October when we start playing week in and week out really talented defensive lines, and we put together a string of performances, because anyone can do it for one game. Anyone can put on the pads and do it for one game. The best compliment you can get as an offensive lineman is not, oh, how great you are. It's, man, you are consistent. You are as consistent as they come. And the same thing can be said for the O-line group. If we get into week 4, 5, and I'm going, this is a consistently dominant to borderline bully offensive line, that's when you're really going to start to go, okay, this group has got something really special. If we get to week 5 and 6 and there's been some good, been some bad, that's when we start going, okay, what's missing? What are the missing links we have to get to make this group into the dominant group that we want it to be? But I would like to go into week 5, and you and I are on this show like, well, that was another pounding up front, and we ran the ball for 300 yards, and let's do it again next week.
Hopefully you won't be needing to wear your run the dang ball shirt.
I'm going to wear it regardless. Doesn't matter. If we can run the ball 100 times, I'm still going to wear it. Still going to wear it.
Okay, so Jeep Wade, too. I know you've probably got a little bit of a feel for him. You'll know more once you get out to practice. But what are you liking about what he's brought to this group? And Lonnie Teasley, obviously, they're killing it on the recruiting trail, and the guys that they're being able to bring in and be interested in coming and playing here. But just the technique part of it, I know you've got a little bit of familiarity with it, just with the guys that you've been working with. But what are you liking so far with what he's been instilling with this group?
Yeah, first of all, I've been a fan of Jeep since the Georgia Tech days.
Yeah.
I watched Keelan Rutledge. I watched a lot of the guys that he had there and the way that that group performed. Really overperformed with a lot of the guys that they had. So for him to come to Nebraska here and to bring a new school mentality of technique wise, which is very much what's driven in the NFL, which is running off the football, striking with our hands in balance, and working with Tyler and Gunner and Grant Bricks this offseason, seeing the ways that they're holding their hands at different levels when they strike and switching their hands on power positions and how they're getting their footwork and how they're stepping, how they're moving. It looks very different than what it was last year. And again, this is not a shot at Donnie. This is just saying sometimes you need something fresh. You need something new. You need the ability to come in and challenge everyone that walks through those doors and go, it's new techniques, new fundamentals, who can rise, who can grab it, who can go. But I love the direction that he's headed with how he does his techniques and how he has his offensive linemen moving, because I think that's going to be really mesh well with what Dana wants to do. The outside zone stuff, the jet sweep stuff, then switch it up with the downhill pin pull stuff. All of those things require really good techniques and fundamentals. And Jeep Wade is really, really good with both of those things.
Well, can't wait to see what how you take in practice too, because you get all up in there. So I know you'll have a little
not shy.
You'll have a little bit more perspective on that too. Is just how this progresses throughout fall camp. Let's talk Justin Evans, the highest rated returning center according to PFF. You haven't always been the biggest fan of PFF, but you are a huge fan of Justin Evans.
Yes.
What is it about what he's done so far that has put him at the top of, when you're saying one of the best returning centers in all of college football?
Consistency, right? Just like I just talked about. He is so consistent in the middle, whether it's the pass game or the run game. He's moving people off the ball. He's setting back, playing that field general in the middle there, making sure we're getting the blitz picks-ups that we need, making sure the guys around him understand what they're doing. And most importantly, he's a bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is just constantly looking to knock someone on their teeth. He's just constantly looking to clean up the pile or push the pile or be the block that he's running downfield and getting to the second level, because that's how you create the explosive plays. And he is just so consistent in the middle there that when you don't have to worry about your center position, it makes your life as an offensive line coach so much easier, because you can focus on, hey, this week, this area is a problem. You're not focused on, hey, Justin, do you know the call here? Do you make sure everyone understands that the mic is going here and we're going to the will? Or, hey, the Sam's going to rotate down and we're going to flip the things and we're going to go here. If you don't have to worry about that, because you can look at Justin like, you got this, and he goes, got it, right? He's not going to say much. He's a very quiet guy. But if you can just look at him and go, Justin, you good? And he gives you that quiet nod, perfect, let's move on and go forward. But he is just so consistent. I'm glad to see the recognition from a national scale that he's getting, not just from a Big Ten scale, because I think if he was 6'4", Jess, we're talking about a day 2 pick.
Wow.
Right, like if he's 6'4", I think we're talking about a day 2, maybe one of the top centers off the board, right? But because he's got a little bit of a size differential, he's going to probably be a day 3 pick. But I think he is one of the best fundamentally returning centers in the entire NCAA right now.
And going back to what you were talking about, the O-line kind of leading the charge for an entire football team, I know that that's something that Coach Rule challenged him to be more, because he doesn't love doing the interviews. It's kind of, I always joke with him, like he's not that guy.
He did a great job at Media Day.
He did. He was awesome. He's understands that that's his role now and that he needs to be that. And that was kind of, I know, a challenge going into this. So he's being more of a vocal guy. He's being one of the front-facing guys for this team. And so he's kind of stepping into that, even though it might not have always been what we have seen out of Justin Evans, which goes to show that he wants to do whatever he needs to do for this team, even if it's not in his comfort zone.
100%, right? And that's what you have to be able to do when you're a leader. Is being a leader is not comfortable. You put yourself out. It's a very lonely thing sometimes to be a leader, because you have to be the one that, even if it's your buddy that's falling behind, you have to be the one that calls them out. Or you have to hold yourself to a higher standard than everybody else, because if you screw up on or off the field, you're held to a different standard. So I love seeing him step into that role and understanding the weight that comes with that role, not just the recognition, because it's easy to be recognized as the leader, right? Me and you were talking about like, oh, he's been such a great leader. It's so fun. It's so great. But the weight that being a true leader carries on you is a lot. And to see him rise and have the broad shoulders, be able to carry that weight and drag people along with him, he's going to be a main reason why this offensive line goes or fails this year.
You mentioned that he's a bulldog. I'll never forget. It was this time a year ago. We had the little kids ask questions at Fan Day, and one of them wanted to ask Riley Van Poppel, who was the toughest guy he's ever faced, and he met anybody, even on a game day. And he said it's Justin Evans, just because he is so hard to move. He's low to the ground, but he's so strong. And so if anybody that Riley Van Poppel could have picked playing in the Big Ten, he said is my teammate Justin Evans.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not shocked about that. When you have those shorter, stronger guys that know how to use their leverage, as an offensive lineman, I hated the defensive linemen like him. Like, they were so hard to move because they were just always under you, and they knew how to use their leverage. And he does such a great job of getting good position with his feet, with his hands, with his hat, and then using his finish with that drive. Those are the type of things. That's why he's so special, is because he's a true combination of effort and drive to be great, and then he has really good fits and very smart. And like I said, if he was 3 inches taller, we're talking about maybe one of the top 2 centers off the board this year.
Again, that is Jeremiah Searles as a part of the Sideline Slice presented by Valentino's Pizza. You can listen to that full episode. It's out now on our podcast platforms, on our YouTube channel as well. Just a portion of this fall camp preview that we were able to dive into. You're going into 2026 fall camp. It's tomorrow. Can't say enough. What's the countdown? Do we know yet?
I still have not done the math yet. Okay. So maybe I'll do math when we get back. But we got trivia to deal with first.
Yes, trivia coming up next. But again, listen to that full episode on our podcast platforms, our YouTube channel, the Sideline Slice presented by Valentino's Pizza, the official pizza of the Huskers. We're back with more of the show coming up after this. The next generation of Huskers starts now. Join the official Kids Club of Nebraska Athletics today to score access to select home games, a discount at the team store, and endless Husker spirit. Get the most of your membership by registering early. Go to huskers.com/kidsclub to get your membership today. Again, huskers.com/kidsclub. Go Big Red.
McInnes Roofing and Sheet Metal, Nebraska and Iowa's go-to choice since 1981. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, sheet metal, or repairs. Their team delivers quality you can rely on. For commercial or residential projects, trust McInnes Roofing and Sheet Metal. Visit McInnesInc.com. McInnes Roofing and Sheet Metal, Nebraska and Iowa's go-to choice since 1981. Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, sheet metal, or repairs. Their team delivers quality you can rely on. For commercial or residential projects, trust McInnes Roofing and Sheet Metal. Visit McInnesInc.com.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Feel like you're always on the run? Me too. As an independent financial professional, I help all kinds of busy people. Young families planning for college, couples working toward retirement, people securing their legacy. Wherever you are in life, Emeritus can help you get more out of life with insurance, employee benefits, and financial services. You're moving fast. Let's help make sure you're on the path to a fulfilling life. Find your next step at emeritus.com. Insurance products issued by Emeritus Life Insurance Corp.
Noddle Companies proudly supports the Huskers Radio Network. As a full-service leader in commercial real estate, we create thriving communities. Discover what's new in the Builders District in North Downtown, Noddle Hospitality's latest venture in Aksarben Village, and the contemporary living of row house townhomes on Leavenworth. We're welcoming world-class concepts from men's fashion and great eats to gorgeous homes and green spaces, all professionally managed by Noddle Services. These are the Noddle Companies, building a better Nebraska. For more information, check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Farmers demand equipment that works as hard as they do. For over 60 years, Sukup has been helping farmers protect their operation with industry-leading grain storage, drying, and handling equipment. Designed for performance, reliability, and peace of mind when it matters most, Sukup is proud to stand with the people who keep agriculture moving forward. Family-owned, farmer-focused. Visit Sukup.com to find a dealer near you today.
Shopping for a vehicle shouldn't feel complicated. At Woodhouse Auto Family, our commitment to clear price is about more than the price you see. It's about creating a buying experience that's straightforward, transparent, and hassle-free from beginning to end. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, flexible financing, fair trade values, and trusted service after the sale, you'll see why so many drivers continue to choose Woodhouse. Woodhouse, clear price, clear choice, hassle-free all the way to your driveway.
Being a Nebraska fan doesn't stop when the clock hits 0 and the game ends. It's every day, all day, home or away. With the Husker Visa debit card, free with FMBO free checking, you can be one who lives it, one who proves it. Show your pride every time you pay with the Husker Visa debit card, only at FMBO, the bank of Husker Nation. One for the loyal, one for the fans, one for you. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskers. Member FDIC.
Every year, Nebraska comes together. Across small towns, big cities, living rooms and stadium seats, one thing connects us all. It's more than athletics. It's community. It's tradition. It's home. Allo is proud to keep connections strong with 100% fiber internet and hometown service built for Nebraskans. Stay connected to what matters with Allo Fiber, proud partner of Husker Athletics. Learn more at allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Woodhouse has been a trusted partner in your everyday since 1975. Shop your next vehicle with the home team at Woodhouse, the official auto dealer of Nebraska Athletics. Welcome back to Sports Nightly. It is now time for Kyle's favorite 5 minutes of the entire week.
Again,
His
it's not a
favorite
CST
segment
thing. I'm a
that has
CST
ever
fan.
been implemented here on Sports Nightly. So we welcome in Christopher Sullivan Diaz. It is time for Trivia
Let's
Tuesday.
center our guy CST other
hold
way.
on.
There it is. Come a little closer to me.
For those listening,
all right,
we
we're
are
good
trying
now.
to get the camera situated.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
How are we doing today, Chris?
We're doing all right. A little cloudy outside.
Yeah?
You know? Cubs are terrible.
She doesn't actually care how you
I figured.
care.
I care.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you.
I care.
Well, you guys care.
We care.
You guys care. You guys care enough to answer this
We've
first
got a lot of
question.
fans in the chat, so.
I don't think so.
We do.
I was fighting with them earlier. I don't like the Cubs very much. All right. What is the largest desert in the world?
Sahara.
Yes.
I had that. I had my hand first.
Okay. Whoa. All right, buddy. Don't worry. We got 4 more questions.
Not fair.
It'll be okay. We're fine. Listen, we only got a few more of these left.
I had my hand up first.
It's fine. I'm being fair. I'm being impartial.
Okay.
All right. What is the largest airline? Whoa. That hand is ready. What is the largest airline in the United States? Kyle.
I'm going to guess Delta.
No.
United.
No.
American.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I win. Yeah.
We're just going
What happened to the
through-
music? The music gone?
Can I get the music back, please?
All right, it's back.
All right. Who is the most decorated gymnast of all time with 37 world and Olympic medals to her name? Jess.
Oh my gosh, I just forgot.
She should be deducted a point for raising her hand and not giving an answer.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
Comaneci.
No.
Simone Biles?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh, duh. That was dumb.
Who'd you say? Comaneci?
I was the perfect 10 lady.
Shane Comanet. Yeah. Shane Comanet.
That was dumb. That was a complete brain fart for me. Wow.
View the tape on the Sahara Desert. That's right, Andrew, in the chat.
All right. 2 more questions.
Okay.
Who was the first person to walk on the moon? Kyle?
Neil Armstrong.
Yes.
I had to pause myself, make sure that I don't say Louis Armstrong. Like, please don't do that.
He kind of likes the segment now.
Yeah. All right.
Feeling it.
What is the largest continent by land area? Kyle.
Africa?
No.
Oh, I know.
North America?
No.
Asia.
Yes.
No, okay. Well,
Kyle.
This is.
That's your most dominant win.
Dogs.
4-1.
Yes. Run away here today.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I love it. This is
I
my
didn't get enough
favorite.
sleep last night. I was not ready for a good performance today. Man.
I mean,
excuses.
At least, listen, I'm helping you out so that he'll continue to bring back this segment.
I'm
You know what I
hoping
mean?
so. Yeah,
I'm all in on it.
Let
Until
him,
next week.
Let him get a little bit of positivity, and then he'll want it to keep coming.
I have the fall camp positivity. Now I have the Trivia Tuesday positivity.
I need this to keep
Notice,
up, so I'm in
notice how much of a roller coaster we're on with Kyle here with his emotions.
This is a lot.
daily.
This is a big day for me.
That hand was really
Congratulations.
over.
Should have seen it.
Congratulations on the win today. You know,
Yeah. Congratulations.
I know you're feeling the pressure, but thank you.
you know.
This is only a precursor to the picks.
Sometimes
That's
We
right.
got to
You
get
don't-
that turned around.
I was
CST.
early on saying this. You might turn it around this year.
I think so.
I don't know.
Worst to first.
We'll see.
Was I in last place last year in the picks?
You were.
I thought Searles was.
No.
No, he,
you guys
he
were
had a
racing
late,
for the
he had a
bottom.
late charge.
I think Nick Hanley was last. Nick and Kyle were.
Oh, Nick was last?
Y'all were battling it out, but so.
It wasn't good. But we're going to have to do a worst to first. Josh did it.
Yes.
I feel
It's
good about
possible.
the entrance group. I'm just
possible.
saying.
So, all right.
I got to stop picking the Gators this year. Maybe that was my issue last year. Although they should be pretty good this year.
Some role.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a different head coach, so I think I might start picking.
We got to figure out what
again.
week we're going to start that. I guess the first week.
Got to be week 0. We did week 0 last year. Did
Yes,
we
we
not?
did. We
So
did.
there's enough games.
It's soon enough. Soon enough. All right. Thanks, CSD.
All right. Thanks.
The man.
All right. Let's get to a break. We are back to wrap up the show next.
Choosing the right vehicle starts with choosing the right dealership. At Woodhouse Auto Family, clear price is more than a promise. It's the foundation of everything we do. That means a straightforward buying experience, flexible financing, fair trade values, and trusted service that continues long after you've driven off the lot. Every interaction is designed to give you confidence, earn your trust, and make buying your next vehicle easier. That's the Woodhouse difference. Woodhouse, clear price, clear choice, hassle-free all the way to your driveway.
Husker fans, single game tickets for Nebraska soccer are on sale now. Head to Barbara Hibner Stadium this fall to catch big matchups against Notre Dame, Alabama, USC, UCLA, and more. Want to catch every match? Season tickets are still available and start at $98. Get your tickets today by visiting huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Nebraska. We're connected by more than fiber. We're connected by traditions, by hometown pride, by the sea of red on game day, by generations of fans who know what it means to cheer together. Allo is proud to be the connection behind those moments, bringing families together, keeping communities close, and helping Nebraskans stay connected to what truly matters. Allo Fiber, connecting what matters. Proud partner of Husker Athletics. Learn more at allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
At Woodhouse Cadillac, you can receive up to $5,000 in savings on the 2025 Cadillac XT5 Sport. Browse this offer and other current offers on the Cadillac lineup at our brand new state-of-the-art dealership located at 180th and Dodge. Visit woodhousecadillac.com today. With proof credit, must finance with dealer. Tax, title, license extra. $299 doc fee due at signing. Subject to current rebates. Offer applies to select stock numbers and available inventory. Stock number KK260261. Courtesy transportation vehicle with 4,285 miles. Offer expires September 30th, 2026. See dealer for details.
Ivy, where there is a helpful smile in every eye. Ivy proudly supports the Huskers. Welcome back. Final segment here, Sports Nightly on this Tuesday night edition. I did want to get to this because this has kind of been some news that has developed over the last few days, kind of on our world of things in the world of broadcasting. But Elise Woodward named the Washington Football Radio play-by-play host.
Yes.
And I was actually somebody sent me a post on X asking me about my thoughts on this, and I believe to be the first woman ever to be the radio voice of a college football team. So really, really awesome. I think it's great. She's been, been in the business a long time. She's been a part of the Blitz here on the Huskers Radio Network. I know that our interns, Camden, a big fan of her. She was very, very kind. So I think it's awesome. You know, we've talked a little bit about how there's very few even women on the sideline in the role that I'm in college sports on the radio part of it.
Yeah.
And so she was one of those. Now she's elevated to the play-by-play voice. It's just, I think it's always great when you hear news like that, women getting these kind of opportunities. She's been with Washington for a long time.
Yeah,
and
she went there too.
Yes,
She played women's
played
basketball
there, has been in the WNBA, has really paid her dues. And we were talking about it. It was posted, and you were wondering kind of what direction they were going to go.
Yeah.
So I know it's been they've had her on the Big Ten Network recently. She's done a lot of media because it's a big story, and I think at some point we'll get to the point where you're not hearing the first woman, but here it is, another breaking of the glass ceiling for Elise Woodward as she's named the Washington Football Radio play-by-play, which she'll be here.
Yeah, we'll meet her,
October.
and I usually have the opposing play-by-play person on the countdown to kickoff, so we'll have her on, and then we'll see her up in the booth, and I'm sure you'll get a chance to perhaps talk with her at some point. Tony Castricone, who was their voice, moved on. He became the voice of the Bucs. I got to know him a little bit throughout the years, and he was looking forward to coming here to Memorial Stadium, but his fall will look a little bit different. She won't be doing men's basketball. She does some Big Ten Network stuff too, like television stuff. So she's also the voice of a WNBA team, I think, too. So she has that in the winter, so that's probably part of it. But it's cool and it's newsworthy, right? Eventually it won't be newsworthy, but for now, I mean, that's a big role for her to step into. I know Kate Scott's been big in that. She did, I think, some preseason radio for the 49ers for a little bit. Is now the television voice of the 76ers and was the voice of it was the Saturday night. It was like the Learfield game of the week that they had. So there's been some women who've tried to push that glass ceiling, but I think she is the first full-time FBS radio voice, female.
TV, obviously, we've seen that continue to really explode, opportunities there. But for radio, it's just been, and again, I'm so appreciative that, I've had the role that I've had, and it's just, still something that it's not, when I go down on the sideline, I've never seen a woman on the other sideline. It's always been either a former player or whatnot. So I'm super appreciative of the opportunity that I have here, to do the sideline. It's just not something that you see a lot of. So I'm thankful that it's the door's been open for me here at Nebraska.
Well, it's an incredibly valuable position because I can't tell you how many times we have no idea what's going on the sidelines. And as we know, that by the settle in that lost miserably in funniest moment. But there's a lot of times that we need crucial information, and you're essentially, you're right there to give it to us and present it in a digestible way on the air. I mean, that's a legit skill set that not everybody has. I don't have that skill set. So we're grateful to have you and the skill set that you do have.
Well, thank you. That's very kind
That's
of
all
you.
the compliments you get for the year now.
I appreciate that. You feel
digested.
Think about where we were a year ago and now. How do you feel going into year two?
I'm excited. I think I was a little more anxious. I was excited but anxious. There's not a whole lot of anxiety to me this time of year. It's having been here a year, understanding what Coach Rule's expectations are. Knowing Coach Rule for a year, it's a little bit easier to interact with somebody when you know them for a long time, especially Damon and that relationship. Ben, like you and yourself, like there's not many better people you get a chance to work with, especially Josh and Camden and everybody back here. I mean, Josh is I feel like he's ready to go tomorrow. I mean, he's got some production things to work on, but I mean, he's already weeks ahead on volleyball and football, and he sits right in front of where I'm sitting now. There's 15 different faders up here that he controls on a football game day. I think he's ready to go. He spends 11 hours in that seat on a game day.
Yes.
I know Cody's counting down the hours to Big Red Reaction. Searles will be back.
We're going to have a meeting soon, but you want to talk about the best in the biz. We've got them on our boards here.
Incredible. I mean, to think of the timing. When I tell you, when I first got here, everything is timed out. It's so important for an announcer to know the timing of everything, and he has everything down to the second in pregame for me to just follow a script. So, it's hard to screw it up because of him and his planning.
Yes. He's incredible. So, we're going to be getting the gang back together soon enough. But
a couple weeks.
Coming up tomorrow, it is time. We've got fall camp practice number 1. We'll be out there, and actually we'll be bringing some exclusive content here throughout the next few weeks. Kyle's going to get a chance to chat with Coach Rule, hopefully. That's the plan, anyways, tomorrow after practice. So we'll have that for you here coming up on the show tomorrow. I'm going to talk to a player. I don't know who yet, but we'll bring that for you as well. And we'll continue our series of volleyball conversations as well. I think tomorrow we'll hear from maybe Skylar Pierce.
Okay.
So
excited for that one.
Yeah.
A busy show.
Yeah, got a big show coming up tomorrow. But we will be at practice tomorrow, Kyle.
Let's go, and we'll talk about it. I'm not going to go too in-depth.
Have a great night. We'll talk.
Hit us up on the text line. Text 402-413-2400 with your Husker thoughts.
Summer's almost over, but with a new Toyota from Toyota's National Sales Event, you can turn your end of summer scaries into end of summer woes. In the mood for some elevated dining? Pack a picnic into a 4Runner and hit up a stunning mountain vista.
Whoa!
Haul a bouncy castle in a Tundra and get crowned the coolest dad at the park.
Whoa! I'm king of the castle!
Drive a Tacoma to the lake to go wakeboarding. Whoa! That was awesome air. Let's go again. Or take a BZ to an amusement park with friends. Whoa! Keep your woes going this summer in a new Toyota.
Event ends August 31st. Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
See your Omaha Metro and Lincoln Toyota dealers. Village Point Toyota of Omaha, Baxter Toyota of La Vista, Baxter Toyota of Lincoln, or Corwin Toyota of Bellevue.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation.
Groundworks, the official foundation company of the Huskers. Schedule a free inspection. Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information,